Hey guys, and welcome back to another brand new video. Now today's video is something that's slightly different. As you can probably tell, it's a different setup here. We're not filming it on the moment on Lightroom, so today we're not going to be editing any photos as such. What I will be doing is going through my phone. I've got it plugged in here, so I'm going to try and screen record what I'm doing. It should be working at the moment. You should be able to see it up on the screen somewhere. The idea is I'm going to be going onto Instagram, checking out some of your accounts. What I've got is I put up a poll a couple of days ago on Instagram saying if you want me to check out your account and give you some feedback and stuff, then just click yes and I'll go and check it out. Now I did that and about 63 people clicked yes, so there were a heck of a lot of entries. I went through and I looked at every single person's account. Some of you people have got some really good accounts, some of you people posting some really good photos, but obviously I can't put all 63 people in a video because that'll be about an hour and a half long. So we have got a very similar series to this at the moment that's kind of running, that's basically we'll be checking out some of your photos and some of your accounts and stuff, but this one is obviously slightly different. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through and I'm giving you some advice and some feedback on your photos, not so much just saying, okay, this is a really nice photo, this is a really nice photo, this is a really nice photo, that kind of stuff. It's going to be more like, this is what you're doing wrong, this is what you're doing right. And obviously I can't do all of that for you, so I might do another video as well in the future. But anyway, just before we dive straight in, do go ahead and check me out on Instagram. It's Matthew_GKB. This is my account here. As you can see, I think I post some all right photos. Go and check out my brother as well, Sebastian_JWB. This is the kind of photos he posts, more kind of, I guess, portraits, more saturated kind of photos, some really cool stuff like that. So do go ahead and check us both out. The idea is on Instagram is we can talk to you guys on a more personal level. It's very difficult for us to engage with you on YouTube because of the comment section as well. It's quite difficult to kind of talk to you. We can't update you on what's going on. Do all of that stuff over on Instagram. So if you want to see any of that, do go ahead, follow me on Instagram. I want to see if I can get to 5k. That would be really cool if we can get to 5k followers. Okay, so before we dive straight in and start looking at some of your photos and your accounts, what I would like to do is talk to you really quickly about a new mentoring program we're just about to put out. And actually this is the kind of announcement video. We're going to be putting that out now. You guys will get first access to it, the first people who watch this video. So basically what it is we are going to be helping the first 20 people that sign up. So there are only 20 spaces. So this will probably go very quickly. So if you're interested, do go ahead, click the link right now and go ahead and check it out. Obviously, if there's a surge of popularity, we'll see what we can do and we'll see if we can open up some more spaces, but there are only 20 places to start with. Let me just take you through what the idea of this is. So basically what we're going to be doing is taking the first 20 people who click through and sign up onto this program, and we're going to be mentoring them one-on-one and taking them through how to manage their Instagram accounts, grow their accounts, post better photos, create a uniform theme, and all of that good stuff. So at a brief kind of summary of what this course or this mentoring scheme is going to include, it's basically, as I said, very exclusive. So there will only be 20 people on this mentoring scheme. First of all, you're going to get direct one-on-one access to mentoring from me and my brother. So from us two, we've run, as you can tell, we've got a YouTube channel with over 100,000 subscribers. I think over 27 years worth of watch time, 6 million views. Sebastian's got going on 12,000 followers on Instagram. I'm going on 4,000. I'm going on 5,000 rather. We've got I think about 5 years of experience each, about 10 years of experience between us on this whole social media growth and stuff. So basically now we know exactly what to do and exactly what works and what people like and how to engage with people and stuff like that. So the idea is we can teach you guys all of that. If you've got any questions you need to ask about literally anything, Instagram growth, when you post a photo, what time, what kind of stuff you can do to engage with people, what type of photos you should post, how to get an Instagram theme, all of that stuff, you'll be able to just have one-on-one direct help from us every single month. This will be like a monthly subscription. You'll sign up every single month. We'll be able to help you and just help push your account and grow you and make sure you have a really professional looking account. So first thing that's going to happen is you'll enroll in the program, and what we'll do is we'll schedule a Skype call and you'll be able to talk one-on-one with us, which will probably be pretty exciting for some of you guys, I imagine. And what we'll do is we'll go, as I'm going to do now, but in a lot more detail, we'll dive into your Instagram account and we'll just kind of tell you exactly what you need to be doing to kind of change up what you're doing that's not working at the moment. So we'll kind of go in and talk about all your photos, what kind of stuff you like posting, what kind of stuff you don't like posting, and we'll use that to kind of put together a plan for what the future will hold for your account. Now obviously, after this point, if you sign up and you decide you actually do want to kind of get onto this program, we'll create a personalized custom plan for you where we basically tell you exactly when to post, what kind of photos you want to be posting, how you want to engage with your audience, comment section, tags, tagging people, business accounts and all that kind of stuff, stories, featured accounts, everything that you basically need to know about Instagram, even YouTube, even business help, brand awareness help, all stuff like that. You'll have all that from us. We'll be able to talk to you one-on-one. And then basically what we'll do is we'll edit 9 of your photos per month, and we'll help you create a really uniform theme. So as you can see here, I've got a really nice theme going on at the moment. All of the pictures kind of fit well together. It looks kind of uniform and quite nice. I engage with all the people who comment on my stuff. And the idea is we'll make that for you. You'll have a really uniform Instagram account. And the theme will be personal to you. We'll edit 9 photos a month for you, and we'll also give you a free custom preset pack in your own style that you can go ahead and use and edit your own photos with. And also you'll have personalised help. At the end of each month we'll do like a personal Skype call and talk to you about what you've done and what we plan on doing for the next month and all stuff like that. But if you are interested in that, do go ahead and check out the first link down below in the description. I know I was kind of waffling on a little bit about this, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out there who are really interested in this, but there are only 20 spaces available. Now the first 10 spaces, there's going to be a big discount, so the first 10 people that sign up for this will get the biggest discount. So obviously, depends how many people are going to be watching this video, but those 10 spaces might fill up very quickly. So if you are interested, check that link right now and see if you can sign up, and we'll schedule a Skype call and start trying to talk to you about what we can do to your Instagram account. But without any further ado, let's just jump straight into today's video and start talking about some of your guys' Instagram accounts and give you some free advice and some free help and feedback on what you guys should be doing to your accounts. Okay, so this is the story post that I put out, and you can see 89% of people said yes, they want me to film this video and they want to be featured in it, which was a huge amount of people. And as you can see, 63 people said yes. So if we look at all the people who said yes, basically what I did is I went through every single person's account and I looked at all of your photos. I scrolled through and I found some really nice ones, a few I'm just going to dive in and start talking about in this video. So the first thing we have is this account here, so we're going to dive straight in. This is original.never.ends. As usual, all of these people, their links will be down below in the description. Do go ahead and check them out. Tell them that you came from us and all that stuff like that. So yeah, so this is the first account. First thing I really noticed on this was the profile picture. So the first thing I noticed was the profile picture. So this is one thing that's kind of really important, is you have a really professional looking profile picture. If you're trying to grow your Instagram account, you don't want anything that looks spammy and stuff like that. So this is a really nice profile picture. It looks like a photographer. Then when I went through and I kind of saw these first 3 photos here, and I looked at these first 3 photos and I was like, wow, this is really the beginning of a really good theme that I can see on this account. More so these most 2 recent ones. The first one's less so, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that why in a second. But and this one here, this one I thought was a really nice one. It's the beginning of a really uniform Instagram theme. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Alan Palander. But yeah, it's just a really nice crisp theme. We've got some of those oranges, blacks, whites, greys, desaturated tones, and it works, for a start, it works really well with your profile picture. And also you've got this nice, on the highlights here, as you can see, it says Pek Mun. That also fits well with your theme. So I looked at that and I was like, wow, you've definitely got a really good potential here. So brilliant photos at the moment. I mean, your older stuff really, as you can see, doesn't really fit with the theme, which is why I was quite surprised. And I was like wondering, okay, this person would probably be really useful to work with, because as you can see, their 3 or 4, maybe even 5 most recent photos are a massive improvement on what they were posting further back in. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these photos they posted beforehand, but this isn't really the kind of photos that will kind of help grow your Instagram theme, because as you can see, none of these really fit well together, not really that uniform, whereas these first ones kind of do fit well together. So let's just dive straight into the photos. So let's look at this first one. Wow, okay, so it looks really nice. I mean, I can't really say much more. Great composition, really nice photo, really nice color grade, and really like that. Got some good likes on that, 15 comments. So this is one thing I like to look through. I like to see how well you guys are kind of engaging with your audience. So yeah, really nice stuff. You're replying to people who are commenting you. So obviously people really like your photos and stuff, and you do seem to be replying to a few of them, which is good. That's always good to reply to people. I mean, I know it's difficult. Sometimes I find it difficult to reply to everyone that comments, and even on my YouTube videos. But that's also one thing that's really nice, is just to reply to people. Next photo. This one here, this is obviously the one that you use to your profile. I just really like the depth of field in this one, and how clean and crisp it looks, and the color grade again is really beautiful. Again, 8 comments. Yeah, it's really nice, and do also reply to people. Yep, no, that's good. And this one, okay, this is the one that I thought maybe didn't fit so well with your theme. One improvement that I would make for this particular photo is I can see what you try to do is you add in some teals and some greens. The only trouble with that is it doesn't fit too well with these ones beforehand, because as you can tell with this one, your sky here, you've kind of made more grey and desaturated, and your sky would usually be blue, maybe even if you pushed it on the Lightroom editing, you could make it more of a teal kind of colour, where you've kind of desaturated it. Whereas on this one, you've got you've done the same thing with the sky there, but as you can see in this top left-hand corner, you can see a little bit of the teal and green poking through, and especially on this building down here and on your jacket, you've got that tealy blue. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the colour grade, it's a really nice colour grade, but I'm saying to fit as a uniform theme, it stands out, it kind of catches my eye because of that green tint to it. So usually what I find is the best way to make a really nice uniform theme is choose a few colours and stick with those that are out. Now that's probably the most easy way to guarantee a uniform theme. Obviously it's quite difficult with most images because not all images have those colours in them. But yeah, no, it's a really nice theme, really nice edit, but it's just one thing that stood out to me because as you can see if you compare it to this one, it just stands out with the green. Anyway, again, nice engagement, really good likes there. This one I just really like the leading line of this, the fence kind of leading in, again the colour grade really nice. I haven't really got any faults with this. All of these as well, which is really good to see, are in I think 4x5 format. This one looks maybe a little bit taller than 4x5 format, or that one's a little bit smaller. I'm not sure, but one thing that's really important is to post every single photo in the same aspect ratio. So usually in 4x5 format, so that's in 4x5, but this one, as you can see, is a different size. Now this is obviously where the theme is kind of begun, is here. I don't know whether this was like when you went out for a trek or something and you took all these photos, but if so, keep doing it because it looks really nice. But this one here, and this one, you can see the different aspect ratio. You haven't got the 4x5 theme. If you're posting all these photos, try and make sure that they're all the same aspect ratio. 4x5 is a really, is like kind of the industry standard for Instagram. That's what I do, that's what pretty much everyone does. It's really helpful to kind of post all that kind of stuff. All your photos in 4x5. Okay, so yeah, and also you've got a business account. Your bio could probably do a little bit of improvement to it, but overall a pretty nice account. So I don't want to go on too much about one person's account because how long has this video gone for already? Oh, this video's gone on for about 15 minutes already, so I'm going to have to move on. But again, original.never.ends, go ahead and check them out. If you're watching, continue on with that theme. If you continue on with that theme and you keep posting photos in that style, you'll have a really stunning looking Instagram theme. So keep going, keep up with the good work. Okay, the next account. Okay, so this was the next account. Now this account caught my eye immediately. Now, without looking at how many followers this account has got, I looked at it, I was like, okay, this is a 10K plus account. So whoever this guy is, JSK Pictures, Fritz, based in Germany, go ahead and check him out. Please follow him, send him some love. This guy's got some really good photos. He's doing pretty much everything right on Instagram. You deserve a lot more followers than you've got. I would suggest a couple more improvements to your photos and stuff, but this, it looks like you've got inspiration from someone like Dylan Firsty, for example. But really moody photos. It definitely looks like you're inspired by Dylan Firsty. And it's just, these photos, your theme just looks really nice. Everything works well together. There are a few things that stand out to me that you could improve. I'll just talk about those in a second. But as you can see, the theme continues all the way down, and then back here it kind of changed up a little bit. So you obviously took a decision at one point to, oh wow, okay. Wow. So what obviously happened was you decided to, you had like some, okay, so back here you've obviously just posted more like random nice kind of photos. Not really, I don't think you had like the intent of making a uniform theme. And then around here, looks like you started thinking, okay, let's start making a theme to all these photos. You started with this really nice vivid green, and these photos here. These all kind of work well together. This one does stand out a little bit, but it is quite a stunning sky, so I guess, and I can say with that one there. Then I guess you kind of changed up a little bit again, and you had this bright yellows, which is stunning, it stands out. Wow, okay, these are some really nice photos here again. So you obviously changed up your theme, reds and blacks. Really nice idea. The only thing is with reds and stuff, and this whole yellow, red, green style that you've got going on, is it's quite difficult to keep that up, which I think is probably something you might have found after a while, is continuing that theme through all of your photos, because it's very difficult if your photos don't have any red in the image to pull out some red from somewhere, and if you do that, it's kind of have to do it on Photoshop, then your pictures start looking really fake, and it's a bit difficult to kind of keep that going. But yeah, then continued on with this theme, and then this is kind of where your Dylan Firsty, I guess, inspired theme came from. And again, as you've gone on, you've definitely got better at creating this theme. And your highlights along here are just like amazing. These logos work really well. You've got Instagram TV, your bio, pretty good. Oh, you've got YouTube channel, JSK Pictures. If you've got a YouTube channel, I will link that down below. Guys, do go ahead, check out his Instagram page. Do go ahead, check out his YouTube channel. He's got a really nice page going on here. What I would say as some improvements, first thing, again, as I said on the previous person we're talking about, your aspect ratio to all of your photos. Now, as you can see here, this isn't in 4:5, but this I think is, that isn't, that is, that isn't, that isn't, that isn't, that is. So one thing that's really useful is, because for each photo, when you click on each photo, and as I see that on my Instagram theme when it pops up, I see the 4:5 photo. And I think most people agree with me, when you see a photo that's in this kind of, I think this is 16:9, something like that, format, it's not as professional looking as a 4:5 photo. So definitely, one improvement, definitely just post 4:5 photos if you can. I like the carousels you got going on here, work well together, it's really nice. I don't know what camera you used. Is this on, I mean, it's all in German, so I can't read a word of what you've written. But, yeah, no, it looks, was it taking on your phone or anything? I don't know, it's nice. There is a little bit of noise going on in the photos. Your color grade could, I guess, I don't know, it could be improved a little bit more. You can make it a little bit more moody and stuff. We have got some Dylan Firsty inspired YouTube tutorials. Go ahead and check them out on the channel. Those might help you out a little bit to kind of really make these photos a bit more contrasty and stuff, because what I notice immediately is when I look at all the photos, like in this format, it looks really nice, the theme looks really uniform. But when I dive into the photos themselves, there are some certain times where I think it could do a little bit more contrast here, and that one there especially looks like it's quite flat. I don't know if you can see that as well, people watching this. And it seems like you're pushing the colours quite hard. You might be editing in JPEG, something like that. So maybe if you can, if at all possible, take photos in RAW and try and edit them with a little bit more contrast. And this one's quite nice and moody. But yeah, no, I mean, overall you've got some really nice photos. Your theme is looking really uniform. Your account's looking really nice, really like basically professional. Keep up the good work, keep posting, guys. Go ahead and check him out. Go ahead, give him some love, and check out his YouTube channel as well. Really great photos, Fritz. If you're watching, keep it up. But anyway, on to the next account. Okay, so this is another one that caught my eye, Anand.Ganzorig. Yeah, no, so this one, again, the first 6 photos here that you can see as soon as you come on looked like the makings of a really good theme that could work really well together. Now, this is something that's quite a unique style. I haven't seen many of these, but this theme, I guess, will only really work with these kind of photos, because what you've got is this nicely saturated blue tealy sky with these nice browny orangey yellows in the foreground, and you've kind of got like 2 colours. So as a theme, those work really well together. The only trouble is, I can imagine when you continue editing other photos, so for example, if you try to edit this photo in that theme, you're going to lose a lot of the colour of the flowers, which is kind of why you take photos of flowers, is because of the colour. And also, this will essentially just look like a grey and yellow bar, which I think is, I imagine, why you've gone for this kind of chunks of different themes, which is something that I also noticed that looks quite nice. Some people do that, lots of people do this actually. What they do is they'll post 9 photos in a certain style, then 9 photos in a different one, 9 photos in a different one, and it can work really well if you do it really well. Sometimes it can get a little bit confused if they're not different enough, and also I find after time of just developing your own theme, your own style, you can kind of really develop that and make it work really, really well. Whereas if you have to change it up every 9 photos, sometimes it gets quite difficult to keep each one really uniform and really dive in and learn exactly how to edit in your own style. That's just personal experience though on myself editing, and I tried that doing in 9 different chunks. Actually, if you go and check out my Instagram page and scroll back, you'll see that. You'll see like I've suddenly changed styles. It's taken me quite a while to find a uniform Instagram theme. But yeah, no, again, nice thumbnail images here. The only thing, as I would say, is put in a little more of a bio. Your profile pictures is fine. I mean, the only thing is I'm a little bit confused because you're playing a guitar in that, whereas this is kind of more like photography based. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your profile picture, but again, something, if you look at lots of these famous Instagram influencers, these photographers, they've got a really clear profile picture. I mean, mine's not the clearest at the moment, but it's kind of usually of them as like a full portrait, and it's like really nicely color graded. So maybe change it up a little bit. Also, your username's a little bit hard to type in, which might be a problem, but obviously if people know you by a username, it doesn't really matter. Mine's not the best, but Again, what I like about this is your photos are in 4x5, which is brilliant. Keep up doing that. Keep posting. Yes, all your photos in 4x5. So this is exactly what I mean, guys. If you scroll through this guy's account, 4x5, 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 all these photos are in 4x5. And it just looks so much, I mean, that's a nice photo. It looks really nice just on your phone screen. It fills up the screen, you can see the picture. It's just kind of, it's what you should be doing. Keep posting in 4x5, guys. Works really well. Description could do some work. You haven't put any any text in your description, which I guess that's okay, but maybe like a little description like saying on a walk out in the desert, or I don't know, something like that. Just a little bit of description behind it. Talk to your fans a little bit, talk to people who are liking your stuff and commenting. Again here, yes, you haven't really replied to people's comments. I haven't got any comments on that one. This one, yeah, so if people comment on your stuff, guys, make sure you reply to their comments, because I mean, people are taking their time out of their day to put a comment on your photos. It's really nice if you kind of reply to them. I know I'm guilty of not doing it all the time. I do try my best, but yeah, sometimes I know it's difficult to remember, but try and reply to people. That kind of gets like repeat from people coming back. I mean, you see here you've got 5 people saying good shot, wow, nice stuff. What's like, and you haven't replied to any of them. I don't know if have you even, okay, but you have. Yes, you've gone through and you've liked them all, which I guess is good. You've liked all the comments, but it's also really good to engage them and kind of comment on their stuff as well. But yeah, no, some really nice photos here. Keep it up. You've got the makings of a really interesting Instagram theme here, especially if you keep up this kind of 9 followed by 9, or this stuff here is really unique. I haven't seen any photos with this kind of color grading. This is really moody and a really nice look, which I guess is good, because if you take a bunch of photos in a certain location, you can change it up for each one. For each location, and choose an Instagram like theme or color grade that works well with them. That looks very Stranger Things. Wow, that's petrifying. But then anyway, yeah, no, really nice Instagram theme. Keep it up. See if you can take into account those improvements, and I'm sure you'll be able to continue growing this. Guys, go ahead and check out his account. You know, the usual stuff. Again, keep it up. Really nice Instagram theme. Okay guys, so next up is Moody.Antonio. Now, I'm sure this video is really long. I'm sorry if this video is too long, you don't have to watch the entire thing, but I just really wanted to kind of go through and give back to the people who follow me on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and kind of give you some advice. So I'm sorry if it's going on for so long, but I really like kind of going through all your photos and stuff. So I will probably stop in a little bit, but we're going to keep going through and look at your accounts. Now, Moody.Antonio, if you're watching, we've talked over Instagram occasionally, and I really like what you're doing with your account. You post really regularly, which is, I guess, really good. I mean, you post a lot more regularly than I do, which is really one way to really grow your account. You get some really good likes on your account. I mean, look at this, going on 1,000 likes here, over 1,000 likes. I mean, I don't really know how you're doing it for an account that's the same size as me. Congratulations. If you keep doing this, you're definitely going to grow. Some point, something's just going to kick and your account's going to accelerate and you're going to be huge, 10K, 15K, 20K. So keep posting, keep coming up with this content. You've got some really good stuff here. Now, as I was saying, guys, this is kind of an example of something you should really kind of aim towards doing. So as you can look here, he's got really nice bio here. He's got some presets in his style. Do go ahead, check out his account. And if you like his presets and stuff, go ahead, of course, support him, see if you can purchase his presets. But you see what I was saying about his profile picture there? It's a nice photo of him. You can see who the guy is who's posting it. He's from Portugal, looking for. He's got like a contact email and stuff. He's got a business account. If you're looking to become serious on Instagram, you kind of want to create an Instagram account. He's got really good uniform highlight icons or logos, I guess, here. And again, all of his photos that he posts are in 4x5. And I mean, not to mention he has some big names liking his account, which is good. Stephen Conrad, really good account there. And he gets hundreds of comments. I don't really know how he's doing it, but he's got some really good engagement, and you can see how he engages with people who follow his stuff. So he does try and reply to as many people as possible. I know he definitely comments on my stuff as well. Oh wow, load more comments. Wow, how are you getting this many comments, man? Shoot. Okay, well, so he's getting, well, this guy's getting some insane engagement, and yeah, so as you can see, pretty much every single comment here he's replying to. Now, the older ones he wasn't, well, the newer ones he wasn't replying to. That's probably because this is an older photo, and I know on personal experience, trying to keep up with every single comment that comes through, especially on YouTube, is just they come through faster than you can actually reply to them, which is kind of impossible to reply to them all. But like, look at him, he's replying with large sentences like, thanks for sharing, you're wonderful. looks like a leg, so blah blah blah. It applies to pretty much every single person who like comments on this thing, which is really good. And what happened then is those people will be like, well, he's engaged with me, he's replying to me, he's noticed me. They'll come back and they'll like his stuff, and it builds like this kind of a relationship between people who follow you for your stuff. So guys, keep doing that. And also his descriptions, like you can see here, got this one right after sunset, not because I meant to, but because it's not easy to drive fast on the snowy roads, not supposed to, if you get, well, so he's got a big description, it tells you a little bit about the photo, got a load of hashtags, tagged some people in there. Okay, so he tagged in a bunch, a lot of people. How do you remember how many people to tag in? Because I forget who I tag in my photos, and it takes me forever to actually tag them all again. But yeah, so what he's doing here is he's tagging people, probably, I would imagine, feature accounts. So yep, we share stories, these are feature accounts. Actually, what's that? This is one of his photos, there we go. So look, his photo has been featured on someone else's account. So he's doing pretty much everything right. And Antonio, if you're watching at the moment, keep doing this. You're gonna grow. Your stuff's doing perfectly here. Really nice photos. Again, your theme just looks perfect. So guys, do go ahead, check out Moody.Antonio. There's not really much for me to say to improve on this. You're kind of, in certain respects, in some aspects, doing better than I am. You're posting more regularly and stuff, and you've got a really uniform theme. I remember the first time look, I mean, just the whole thing is just, it's just a stunning Instagram theme, guys. So he's got 4.7k followers. Go ahead, check him out, see if we can grow him as well. I mean, I know I'm not gonna be able to grow him so much, but this is kind of what you want to be aiming towards, guys. He's got a really nice uniform theme. So Antonio, really good job, keep it up. Perfect Instagram theme. Okay, so the final one was A_Sunhin. I'm not really sure how to pronounce her name. He's from Hong Kong, but I think he's entered a few of our competitions beforehand, so I thought I'd feature him here. He has got some really good photos. Definitely some improvements to make sure you've got a really uniform theme going ahead and working well together. But nice bio. I really like this photo here. This is kind of very Alan Palander kind of style, with this Chinatown, Hong Kong vibe with these lanterns. I think, oh, I've even saved that photo because I've even liked it. There you go. So I do engage with you guys if you do like that one as well. Let's give that one a like. See, all these new photos are working well together. These top three, including this one here, are kind of leading more towards a theme. So keep it up, keep trying to post a uniform theme. Your account will start growing, will start looking really well. Well, if your highlight icons are interesting, maybe make them a little bit more professional. They kind of look like Bitmojis. Yeah, from like the Snapchat. But anyway, yeah, I want to finish the video there, guys. Do go ahead and check out all these people's accounts. I will do more competitions like this where I post things in my story and stuff, and people can enter into YouTube videos. So do go ahead, check out my Instagram page, it's Matthew_GKB, and of course do go ahead and check out our one-on-one Instagram growth package, course, mentoring scheme that we're going to be taking you guys on. And I said at the beginning, there are only 20 spaces, so they're going to go very quickly. So if you are interested in me telling you, basically kind of going through and doing that in what I've done this video, but in a lot more detail and personal to you, do go ahead, sign up, and I will organise a Skype and all that fun stuff. But yeah, once again, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Go ahead, check out these people down below in the comments, in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Live long and prosper.